What if Daddy wanted to sit in this chair? Because you're always in it. Look at you, sitting there in front of the fireplace thing, in your biscuit. You just won't give up my chair, will you? Rooster, Rooster, you gonna let me have my chair? She doesn't care. Look at her. Good morning, YouTubadors and YouTubians. It is January 29th, 2022. My name is Mike, and welcome to Morning Coffee. Or no, we don't call it that no more. Coffee with Dogman. Yep. Because you don't know if it's going to be morning when you see this or not. Anyway, I hadn't done much this week. Sat around, watched TV or Netflix, whatever you call it. Then them dudes raised it $1 on me a month, and they're not adding much. You know, I realize there weren't a lot of movies made the last 2 years. But man, there's a lot of older movies and stuff they could. Maybe I'm not searching YouTube or Netflix right, but I get on there after 2 months and same stuff's on there. You know, I like to watch documentaries and things like that, but they're all the same ones. They've been on there for months and months and months. So I don't think I'm gonna renew it again after next month. What I'll usually do is I'll wait 6, 7 months and then I'll get back on there because you can always sign back up. Out where I'm at, I don't have satellite. I don't have any TV reception, so I don't watch any television. I haven't had it in 10 years since I've been here. So Netflix, Hulu, those kind of things are all I got. And, you know, you can only watch so much YouTube. YouTube's pretty entertaining, but you know, once in a while you like to get on there and watch a 2-hour-long movie or something. I like Westerns. And yeah, and YouTube has them, but man, you gotta sit there and watch all the commercials and all that. Nah. Rather just have I used to have 1,500 or so DVDs. You know, when you get older, you got that many, if you haven't seen one in 6 months, you go pick it out, put it back in the player, and it's like you've never seen it because you don't remember nothing. But I sold those, and they were just taking up too much room. Every shelf in the house was covered with them. They were nice to have, but, today you really don't need CDs or DVDs or tapes or albums or any of that. It's all digital. So I got rid of them. I wish now I did keep some, not many, for when the internet's down or something like that. I always have something to watch, but I think I gave away my Blu-ray player, so. But I always got the computer. You can play it in that. That's good coffee right there. I'm going to try today to start on my seeds. I picked up a little, kind of like a rack, 4 or 5 shelves at a little thrift store my friend owns for a couple bucks. So I'm going to put that together and I'll have something to set my seeds on. I really need to find me some trays or, our dollar store here. I went in there to look for some, short totes or trays. They don't have nothing. They never have nothing. So, and I went to Oklahoma yesterday. I didn't think to stop in their dollar store, but I don't know what you guys' dollar stores are like, but the ones here, you're lucky if you can get through any of the aisles. They're just always stuff in the middle of the aisle. They don't hire enough people. And so they expect the few people they have to do the stocking and then take care of customers. And, you're always, especially when they first closed our Walmart here, and that was one of the few stores we had, man, it was terrible going in there. And it got filthy, and it's a little better now, but you can't get through the aisles. And half the things are not on the shelves, or then they constantly move things around. You can't find them. I don't know. But anyway, I picked up that yesterday, a few other little do's and dads, and so I got some Miracle Grow. I'm kind of mixed that up with some of my soil to start my seeds, and I'm going to put them upstairs in front of that door that's always getting sunlight. That should be a good place. And they'll have, plenty of time to get 4 or 5 inches tall. I just didn't have good luck last year. I think I overwatered them. I had them in a room that wasn't very good for sunlight. On our warm days, I bring them outside. Up there, I'll just open the door. And we're supposed to have some pretty warm weather this week, although the mornings are cold. I wasn't expecting 20 degrees this morning, and my water's frozen. Yep, again. And all I got's the cold water in the kitchen. And the reason I only have cold water in the kitchen is because that's underground. That's the line, the main line that comes in. It's right there under the kitchen. So that's why that never freezes. It ain't no big deal. A couple hours, it all thaws out and keeps those lines clean. Because when it freezes, all that stuff breaks loose from them lines. So it's kind of good in PEX to have them freeze up a little bit. It kind of works that junk out of the line. But it ain't no fun in the morning. When the toilet don't flush or any of that. So anyway, we'll do that today. I'm going to get some seeds. Now I was able to. I have a whole bunch of seeds that I bought, over the last couple of years in my freezer. Tomatoes, I'm pretty good on that. I picked up some Italian basil that I'm going to plant, and I picked up some cilantro, which I don't really like that much. But I think if I do my own, dehydrate my own cilantro, and you only use that really in some Mexican dishes and things like that. I want to pick up some sage, rosemary, thyme. I don't know, about any herbs I can get my hands on that I can dehydrate and make some spices out of. But they just didn't have anything, I wanted trays. They just didn't have anything this early to start seeds in. They said by next week, the one store I went to should have all that stuff in. So I'll check again this coming week and see what else I can pick up. But I want to plant a lot of them because I'm going to triple the size of that garden. I'm going to have to ask the neighbor who has the pasture. She'll let me go back in there, and every spring she goes in there and scrapes out the barn. So it's got the good fertilizer soil and stuff in there. She puts them in piles, so she'll let me back in there and get all I want. And then I clean out the chicken pen. That hay and stuff breaks down. That's good fertilizer. But other than sitting around, I haven't done a whole lot this week. And another reason I don't want to do any big videos right now is YouTube's not paying nothing right now. That's why you'll notice that a lot of these channels aren't. My nose itches. A lot of these channels aren't putting out videos. That's because a video that normally would make me $20 to $25 isn't paying nothing, like $4, because nobody's advertising, and the ad revenue is terrible right now. It's very low. But I want to keep them going for my subscribers, and people can watch those later, but it's really not all about that. But it is a good time to take a little break, and I was putting out several videos a week. I enjoy doing it, and I will continue to do it. But it doesn't pay this time of year, and it doesn't pick up until about March. But I will keep at least 1 video, 2 videos a week. And the coffee's coming. Just haven't had a lot to talk about. Lost a good friend to that nasty thing that's been going around. That's 5 on the year in a year's time. Not all to that, but 3 of them were. When we get older, you start seeing your friends go, but that's making it happen quicker. And so everybody needs to be careful. I won't speak too much on it. They don't like that on here. But anyway, that's what's going on. I've known him since 1983. We worked together in the early 80s, and we worked together again in the 90s. We were 2 strong men back then. We were installing marble, and me and him were strong as a bull back then. And we go a long way back. He was real excited when I started my YouTube channel. So his son sent me, he was talking to me on Facebook Messenger, and he sent me a picture of his phone. his search history where he was watching my videos. So, you know, I'm glad he got to see that. So, but anyway, we'll go try to get. I'm gonna let it warm up a while and get some videos, get some footage taken today of me potting some or planting some seeds. And I'm getting excited for this year's garden. Hopefully the weather's good. Like it was good last year. Had a few tips on cucumbers, so that they need to be in some shade as well. And I had them out in the open sun every time I'm trying to grow them, and they haven't done well. So I've got an area over here on the east side of the house that's perfect for that. It gets the morning sun. About 1 o'clock, the sun starts going over the peak of the cabin, and then that part starts getting shady. So that would probably be the perfect spot. I actually grew some squash there a couple of years ago, and it did pretty good. And it had the same type of soil that I got in the front. So all right, guys, we'll get this on there and look for a video possibly tonight. I'm not going to promise it, and if I don't get it done tonight, we'll get it done by tomorrow. Happy trails, folks.